everyone. Today, I will give the materials about narrative text. Before I explain the material, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ruslin. You can call me Ruslin. I am a student in STKIP Persada Katulistiwa Sinta, English study program. Okay. Before that, I would like to ask you, how are you today? I hope you good. Okay, thank you. Next, this about the material. The materials is narrative text. I would like to explain the material for you. The first, narrative text. Do you know what is narrative text? Okay, narrative text is tell a story that has a series of chronological events that are unconnected. And the purpose of narrative text is to entertain the readers about a story or story. Okay, next. Definition of narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain the people. Okay, the next, generic structure. Do you know what is generic structure? Generic structure has four. The first, orientation, complication, resolution, code or reorganization, or optional. Okay, the next. I will explain to you the first about orientation. Orientation in narrative text is about introduction, introduce the people, and time and the place of the narrative text. Okay, the next, complication. Complication is about the topic of the narrative text. And resolution. Resolution is about the complication also. And it's about suggestion. This is like when we make a resolution, this is about the ending of the narrative text, the ending of the story. For example, good ending, bad ending. Okay, like that. Okay, next. The characteristic or language feature of narrative text. The next, in the character of narrative text is has six. The first about past tense. In narrative text, we like to write the narrative text when we make a story of narrative text. Of course, we use tenses. Tenses is past tense because this is about the story in the past. And the next, at first of time. This is time of the verb in the story. And next, time conjunction. Time conjunction. When we write the story of narrative text, of course we use time conjunction. For example, then, like that. And the next, specific character. Specific characters in the story of narrative text, we use a specific character, not general character. And for example, specific characteristic is, for example, Cinderella. Next, action verb. In action verb, this is about a verb that to action in the story. And direct speech. Direct speech is to like to instruct. Direct speech introduce, for example, my name is Cinderella. This is example. Okay. In narrative text, I have 9 genres of narrative text. I have 9. The first example, mystery, and the next, fairy tale, and the next is science fiction, and myth and legend, and the next, fable, and next is horror, the next is romance, and science of life. I'm sorry. The last is history. Okay, this is about genre of narrative text. Okay, next. I give for you about the example of narrative text. Example of narrative text is about Cinderella. Why I take a story of Cinderella? Because the Cinderella is specific story. The specific character of story. Before I explain the orientation and complication and resolution, and in this story of Cinderella, I would like to ask you, do you know the story of Cinderella? Okay, I think you must know the story about Cinderella, and I think you had in your phone maybe about this video. And Cinderella, I think, is familiar, so you can watch in the TV and the YouTube when you can solve the story about Cinderella. Okay, the first I would like to explain about this example Cinderella. Okay, next. Orientation. In orientation, this is explains about the introduce. For example, this is orientation. For orientation, this is generic structure of the story. For orientation, this is orientation. Okay, the next. The example of orientation, you can see once upon a time. Once upon a time is to introduce and to make in the first paragraph of the story. And next, there was a beautiful girl called Cinderella. This is about introduce the people in the story. She lived with her stepsister and stepmother. This is explains about the Cinderella. And then they were very busy. She had to do all the housework. This is about the story. Okay, next. I will explain about complication in story. Okay, next. Complication. In this about complication in the story, one day an invitation to the ball came to the family. This is the complication in the story. The next, her stepsister did not the stepsister let her go. This is begin of the complication. And next, so Cinderella was very sad complication. The stepsister went to the ball with that hair. Okay, this is there are the complication of the Cinderella. Okay, next about resolution. Resolution of the story is fortunately. This about the second of the ending of the story. Fortunately, the good fairy come and help her to get to the ball. At the ball, Cinderella danced with the prince, and this prince fell in love with Cinderella. Then he married her, then lived happily ever after. So this is about the story of Cinderella. I already explained to you about this story and about the orientation, complication, and resolution. Okay? I think that's all for me. Good afternoon. See you.